Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Vernon Township Supervisors meeting for December 7th, 2023. We'll start the meeting with prayer and speech of the flag. Supervisor Schneider will lead us in prayer.
Bless us as we gather today for this meeting. Guide our minds and hearts so that we will work for the good of our community and help all your people. Teach us to be generous in our outlook, courageous in face of difficulty, and wise in our decisions. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. And roll call, Amy.
Maloney.
Here.
Stone. Stone.
Dave, you good?
Oh, no, a guy just walked by me. I couldn't hear you. Go ahead, yeah, I'm here.
We're doing roll call.
Smith.
Here.
Snyder.
Yes.
Wagner.
Here.
Okay. Any citizen comments this evening? All right, thank you. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes for the Vernon Township Supervisors regular meeting November 2nd, 2023?
I'll make that motion.
Motion. Second.
Thank you very much.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
None. Finances, motion to direct the treasurer to issue checks for the approved vouchers due for payment.
Make that motion.
Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Not in favor. Motion to ratify payroll for the employees from October 22nd, 2023 through December 2nd, 2023, including the supervisor's pay.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor? Aye. Not in favor. Any correspondence, Amy?
No.
All right, thank you. Police report, Rob. You have anything?
Yeah, so the police we still have 2 officers working. We're covering as many shifts as possible throughout the end of the year. And everything is set at this point for January 1st for the city of Meadville to take over. We are working through arbitration processes, and we'll see where that leads and towards the end of the month. But that's the report right now for police. If you have any questions, I'll gladly address them.
Questions for Rob? You have anything, Dave?
No, I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Road report, Joel Stone, Roadmaster.
Good evening, Supervisors. Road report for December 7th, 2023. We've plowed, salted, and sanded as needed. We've hauled in some more skid, trimmed some limbs, filled holes in the dirt roads, reinstalled some signs. We've had some issues with some people tagging signs with spray paint and stuff like that. So as we see them, we've been replacing them. And we put up some Christmas lights and decorations around the township building and around about. Roach Park, we took down the batting cage net because the one snow that we had, it started to pull the posts and it started to bend them. So we removed that and we stored it in the garage, and we'll help them reinstall that in the spring if they so need our help. And we've been checking the garbage up at Roach Park. Lincoln Ave, we've emptied all the garbage cans since softball season is now over. And we removed a tree from the walking trail. We had a tree, that was kind of down across the walking trail, so that's now open for everybody to use. Equipment and shop-wise, we've been checking and greasing equipment as we've been using it quite often now with the snow. And we also had some contractors come in and install 2 new garage door openers and a couple outside lights over top of the garage doors. That's all I have this evening, Supervisors. I'd just like to wish everybody a safe and happy holiday season.
Thank you, Joel. Good report. And things went well with your first. This was your first snow. Right around Thanksgiving there.
Yeah, we had some snow at the beginning of November. I think the 2nd or something.
Yeah, I guess
2nd.
yeah.
We had some snow, and now we've had a little bit more. We're having a little issue getting salt in through the contract with Compass. It seems like it's taken 3 or 4 days after you make the call to actually get some salt in. So, down the road we'll have to definitely look into that salt storage building so we have adequate capacities for our winter needs.
Good point. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions for Joel? Comments? Great. Are the dumpsters still at Lincoln Avenue, or does that get pulled?
They're removed.
It's removed. There is still one at Roach Park because of the playground construction. We just left it there.
Like the big dumpster?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Bill. Admin zoning report, Robert Horvath, manager.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Tonight I'll start out my report with probably the most important thing of the evening. The 2024 budget is before you for approval tonight. This budget includes no increase to property taxes or other fees. Projected expenses in this budget include $322,014.20 for police services contracted through the city of Meadville, $102,000 in expenses for fire protection, $330,000 allocated for roadway projects and snow removal, and $105,700 for recreation. Those are just a few of the highlights. I believe this is a solid financial plan that will put us in good position through 2024 and beyond. And I just want to take a moment and thank the staff of the township for their hard work in helping form the 2024 budget, as well as keeping the 2023 expenses below budget. At the end of the day, all the employees, no matter their position, can have a large impact on the budget, and everyone did a great job of keeping costs down this year. Next, something I've kind of started to do the past couple of December meetings is just kind of thank all the folks that serve on the township's various authorities, boards, and commissions. There's a lot of folks out there that put in a lot of time and energy for the township to kind of make this place what it is. But a lot of it goes unnoticed. Their meetings aren't televised. Very rarely, do we even have any audience there. So a big thank you to the Sewer Authority, consisting of Jan Metzler, Randy Byam, Paul Huber, Dan Petruso, Greg Latta, and Jim Martin. The Water Authority, consisting of Mike Gianni, Mike Burnside, Bob Franklin, and Dick Astor. The Planning Commission, consisting of Jim Rhodes, Ken Mudger, Greg Latta, Caleb Rhodes, Chad Keltenbaugh, Dee Dee Jewell, and Fritz Snyder. The Zoning Hearing Board consists of Chris Anderson, Tina Barnard, Bob Franklin, and Dean Fair as the alternate. And our representatives to the MARC are Dick Astor and Paul Okerlander. So a big thank you to those folks. They put a lot of time and energy in, like I said, and a lot of it, not much publicity or to do. And finally, in closing tonight, I just wanted to comment on the upcoming agreement with the city of Meadville for police coverage, the closing of the Vernon Township Police Department. I went back through the records. The first mention I could find of the police department in Vernon Township was the hiring of Officer Elton Wyckoff in 1958, over 65 years ago. And from those meeting minutes, you can see sometimes things don't change all that much. It was noted that the officer was to pay special attention to patrolling the Kirktown and Fredericksburg schools during opening and dismissal periods. And 65 years later, I think about every other police report Randy ever did was mentioning, school buses and watching out for children. So, some things never change. But while this chapter of the township comes to a close and another begins, I'd like to thank all the current and former officers for their service to the township. They all served an important role in public safety during their careers. And that's my report for tonight.
Thank you, Rob. Any questions, comments for Rob?
I'm glad there's no tax increase.
Yeah, that's great.
We've done that for a long time, no increase.
Do we have the agreement with CATA again, I'm sure?
Yes. If folks with the Smock Bridge, we will get the snow off of there as soon as it is safely possible to do so. But throughout the winter months, the CATA bus stop at Willow Street in the city of Meadville, residents can get on for free and ride across the bridge. And at Giant Eagle in Vernon Township, you're able to get on the bus and ride across free of charge. All three entities, Vernon Township, Westmead, and the city of Meadville, pay for that based off of the agreement that we have in place. So it goes back to the PUC order from 6-7 years ago. So it's worked out so far. So like I said, we will try to get the snow off of there, as weather permits, but everybody can ride the bus for free if they need to.
Okay. Yeah, I just thought of that with the snow coming on, and I didn't know if we'd really address it, get it out there for people to.
Yeah, it seems like there's more walkers on that bridge. Every time I come across there, somebody's pulling a wagon.
Well, that's a really good program because it gets the people safely across the bridge. Also, people walking on the edge are a distraction when the people are driving down the icy roads or a little bit of slush. So it's good in two ways, for the traffic and for the people. So that's a great program.
It is, yeah. And then I couldn't imagine having to walk across there with a snowplow coming. That would not be good. That would not be good, so. Yeah, it's great, great. All right, thank you, Rob.
Yep.
Engineers report, Ashley Porter, Township Engineer.
Meeting Supervisors, Township residents. Usually this time of year, telling you what's going to happen in the spring, but we have some development that's opening up now with TJ Maxx development, the Coke development. You can see equipment over there. They're working hard to get things going there. We'll still see construction this year on the overall development where there's been some delay in ordering, or not in ordering, but receiving materials. But you'll probably see some equipment over there next week for the overall development. So going into the winter months, we'll be seeing more development than most municipalities see in the summertime. With that, we are still receiving development proposals. We did receive comment responses from the auto spa car wash, tidal wave auto spa car wash at the former Al's Mellon site. So that's development for next year, and still the developments that we've talked about in the past on the corridor are planning work next year. So through the winter and into next summer, Vernon Township is planning to be busy. And finally, for the 26th year as your township engineer, I'd like to wish you Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy Holidays to the township residents.
Thank you, Ashley. Question for Ashley?
Is there a completion date for the VA Center? Do you know offhand?
I don't know offhand.
I know they're moving right along pretty good.
It's the groundbreaking ceremony they had. They said they'd hoped to have the ribbon cutting ceremony 1 year from now, and that was beginning of August. So I think they're hopeful by beginning of August that it'll be up and operational. I mean, they also had a groundbreaking ceremony with the footers in, so you know, they're moving right along.
If you drive by late in the evening, you can still occasionally see someone working in there by late at night. So they're pushing to get things done, I know that.
Well, the winter's been kind to them so far.
It has, yeah.
So that, I imagine that helped a lot with their
It has,
scheduling.
yeah.
But, thank you.
I think it was Sunday I was by there, and there were actually some guys working outside. Just a couple, but they were working on something.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Ashley. Solicitors report, Jeff Millen, Township Solicitor.
Good evening, everyone. I would say everything's running smooth in the township. Working well with Rob and Ashley and the crew in the office, Amy. So everything's running smooth. It's been a good year, and I wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Jeff. Questions for Jeff? No? Okay. Thank you, Jeff. New business, motion to approve the 2024 Vernon Township budget with no property tax increase.
I'll happily make that motion.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
And not in favor?
I'm opposed.
You are?
Yes.
Okay. You want to elaborate, or are we good?
I went over a work session at the last meeting with the compensation package, which was in the budget, and I understand that whatever's going to be adopted, but that's what I'm voting on, that part on the budget, so.
Okay. Thank you, Greg. Got that in? Good. Motion to approve agreement with Vernon Township Water Authority for use of employees and equipment.
I'll make
So-
a motion. I'll make it.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Not in
That's a good
favor?
agreement.
Pardon me?
That's a good agreement.
That's wonderful. It really is, yeah. I was up here last week, and I know Joel was going over some stuff with the water guys. So, motion to direct the township solicitor to prepare and advertise Vernon Township Ordinance 2023-02.
I'll make that motion.
Have a
Second.
motion and second, all in favor? Aye. We went over this in the work session. It's the defined benefit pension plan update. So, no old business. That brings us around to our upcoming meetings. Will be December 21st, 23 will be the supervisor's year-end meeting at 4 p.m. And then January 2nd, 2024, will be the Vernon Township Supervisors reorganizational meeting at 7:30. And also January 2nd, 2024 would be the Vernon Township Supervisors regular meeting immediately following the reorganizational meeting. So with that, we'll have supervisor comments. And how about we start with you, Dave, so don't forget you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Couple things. First of all, Don, I think you misspoke when you said defined benefit. It's actually a defined contribution plan. And I wanted to make sure everybody understands that the state aid that we get will pay for the amount of money that the employees will get. So it's a win-win. We get the money from the state, the employees get a little extra benefit, and we got great employees, so it's kind of nice that we can do that. The other thing is, you got past the budget real quick. I didn't have a chance to jump in, but I mentioned this at the work session. It's a really good financial plan for next year. So excited about it. One of the things that was proposed was paving the dirt roads, and I've talked to several residents who live on those dirt roads, and they were ecstatic about the potential. And I always wish I could have did that when I was a manager, so I'm kind of excited to see that go. And I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, but more importantly, I want to thank Gary and Greg for their years of service on the board and the fine job they did. I've known Gary now for a long, long time. I was a manager when he was a supervisor. He's always done a great job, researched the subjects, and provided great. I'm going to miss him. And I just want to tell you, Greg Smith, he's a watchdog for the public's funds. And man, I'm just telling you, I'm so impressed with him because, he watched the dollars, and he was concerned about, raising taxes on our taxpayers, which is probably my number one concern. So, Greg, I appreciated working with you and I wish you guys the best in the future.
Thanks,
and that's all I have, Don.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
You're welcome.
Okay, next, Gary.
Just to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all the other holidays that fall in that area. And it's been a great privilege to serve on this board for the township's community, and I really appreciate it. But other than that, just have a nice Christmas and holidays.
Thank you, Gary. Fritz?
Yeah, just to kind of go along with the evening here with Greg and Gary, their last meetings here. It's funny how 6 years have gone quickly, and Dave hit it right on the head. I mean, Gary has brought so much history to the board and things that he's seen come and go over the years, and it's been great to hear him comment on different things that he recalled and what we did. And Greg, sitting next to you like that, you really watch the dollars. I mean, you really, it's been great to work with you, and especially your knowledge of out back and the trucks and things like that. And I still call him the small truck and the big truck. He knows how he calls them by what they are and all.
We can stick with that.
Yeah, but thank you. It's been both you guys. We're miss you. And again, Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year, and away we go.
Thank you, Fritz. Greg?
I can say it's been an interesting 6 years. I've learned a lot more than what years ago I used to watch this on TV and thought, I'm going to do that some days. All I do is just go up and vote, yeah. That's it, but nobody sees any of the other stuff, everything, I mean, it's been a great learning experience. I like to think I did my part to do whatever I could to make things better, and,
Always say you put the roundabout in.
Oh, yeah, that's, came in with that. That was, But other than that, working with the supervisors in the past, well, it was JJ, but it's been pretty much the same board. Dave came on. I think Dave and Robbie were transitioning about the time Gary and I came on 6 years ago, so. In the past, folks we've worked with, board, everybody here is great, R. Charles Thomas, Lori Swaby, Bud Zarembetsky, Randy Detzel, Bobby Weimer. Who else is retired? Am I missing anybody? I think I'm pretty much covered. Did I miss anybody, Rob?
I don't think so.
Did I get them all? Okay, so we've seen quite a bit, seen a lot of faces in 6 years. 6 years is a long time, But other than that, everybody have a good Christmas. Everybody in the room, everybody watching, all the township residents, and it's been great working with you guys. So wish the new supervisors best of luck. There's a lot to it, a lot more than I thought. So with that, that's about all I have to say.
Thank you, Greg. Yeah, I just echo that it's been an honor to work with these two gentlemen, and they both have their strengths and made this a wonderful board. I really enjoyed working with it. I hope we can continue. As I always told Gary, we may not agree, but we can respectfully disagree.
Exactly.
With that, I'd like to thank the Meadville Tribune for being here and Armstrong Utilities for videoing our meeting, and wish everyone Merry Christmas. With that, I'd like to motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, great last motions. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.